How to save $10,000 in 12 months, even on a low income. Did you know that nearly 70% of adults have less than $1,000 in savings? That means if an emergency hits tomorrow, a car repair, a medical bill, or even a sudden job loss, most people wouldn't be able to cover it without going into debt. Now, that might sound scary. But here's the good news. Saving $10,000 in 1 year is completely possible, no matter what your income looks like right now. This video isn't about cutting out every little joy or living on instant noodles. It's about creating a smart, realistic plan, one that helps you hit that 10K day goal step by step, while still enjoying life along the way. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a saving system that works, how to avoid the traps that keep most people broke, and how to turn your 10K into a tool for financial freedom. Let's dive in. Step 1. Know your numbers, the foundation of every financial goal. Let's be honest, most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They think they do, but until you track it, you really don't. Think of it this way. You can't fix a leak if you don't know where it's coming from. Start by tracking your spending for 1 month. You can use free tools like Mint, Monarch, or even a simple spreadsheet. Write down everything: your rent, groceries, Netflix, Uber rides, late-night Amazon scrolls, all of it. Once you have the numbers, break them into 3 categories: needs, rent, food, utilities, transport; wants, restaurants, entertainment, shopping; savings and debt, money you set aside or use to pay off loans. Most people are shocked when they see how much they spend on wants. Maybe it's $200 a month on takeout, $100 on subscriptions they forgot about, or $50 on impulse buys that don't even bring joy. When I first did this exercise, I realized I was spending over $150 a month just on delivery coffee and snacks. That's nearly $1,800 a year, almost 20% of our 10K goal. Once you see where your money's going, you gain control. You can't manage what you don't measure, and knowing your numbers is the first step toward freedom. Step 2. Break down the goal and automate it. Saving $10,000 sounds intimidating, but let's break it down. That's $833 per month, or $192 per week, or just $27.40 per day. That's the cost of 1 Uber ride, 1 meal out, or a few streaming services combined. When you see it that way, the goal becomes less scary and more actionable. Now here's the trick. Automate your savings. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account into a separate high-yield savings account the day after you get paid. Treat it like rent or a utility bill. Non-negotiable. You see, most people try to save what's left at the end of the month, but wealthy people do it the other way around. They save first and spend what's left. Even if you can't start with $833 a month, start with what you can: $200, $300, whatever fits your current budget. The magic is in the habit. Once you see your savings grow, you'll naturally want to contribute more. If you're getting value so far, go ahead and hit that like button. It tells the algorithm you enjoy videos like this and helps more people start their journey to financial freedom. Step 3. Cut costs smartly, not painfully. Here's the part most people dread: cutting expenses. But here's the truth. You don't have to live miserably to save money. You just have to live strategically. Let's start with the low-hanging fruit. Go through your subscriptions. Do you really need Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, and Prime Video? Rotate them. Keep one at a time. Next, take a hard look at your food spending. Eating out 3 times a week? Cut it down to once. Making coffee at home instead of buying it daily? That alone could save you over $1,000 a year. And here's a fun rule that can save you hundreds. The 24-hour rule. Before buying anything non-essential, clothes, gadgets, home decor, wait 24 hours. Most of the time, the impulse fades, and you realize you don't actually need it. Remember, you're not saying no to spending. You're saying yes to financial freedom. Even small changes add up. If you trim $300 a month in wasteful spending, that's $3,600 a year. Over 1/3 of your 10K goal achieved just by being intentional. Step 4. Boost your income, because you can only cut so much. Let's face it, there's only so much you can save by cutting back. At some point, you have to play offense, not just defense. That means increasing your income. And before you say, "I don't have time," think of this. You don't need to work 2 full-time jobs. You just need an extra income stream that adds even a few $100s per month. Here are some beginner-friendly options. Offer a service online: freelance writing, editing, graphic design, tutoring. Sell stuff you don't use: electronics, clothes, furniture. Drive for Uber or DoorDash on weekends. Rent out a spare room or parking space. Start a simple side hustle like flipping items from thrift stores. Let's do some quick math. Earning just $250 extra per month equals $3,000 a year. Combine that with your savings from cutting expenses, and you're already halfway there. A friend of mine started freelancing on Fiverr writing short product descriptions. Within 3 months, she was earning $600 a month part-time. She didn't spend that money, she saved every penny. By the end of the year, she had over $7,000 saved from her side hustle alone. The key is to separate your side income from your main spending account. When you earn it, automate it straight into your 10K fund. Don't even give yourself the chance to spend it. If this is sparking some ideas for you, don't forget to subscribe to Finance Compass, because every week we break down real, practical strategies that actually work for everyday people. Step 5. Avoid these 3 common mistakes when saving money. Most people fail to save $10,000, not because they can't, but because they make a few critical mistakes that sabotage their progress. Mistake number 1, not having a separate account. If your savings are sitting in the same account as your spending money, you'll spend it, guaranteed. Out of sight, out of mind. That's why you need a separate high-yield savings account, preferably one that's not easily accessible. Mistake number 2, not tracking progress. Saving is like going to the gym. If you don't track your reps, you won't see growth. Review your progress monthly. Set milestones: $2,000, $5,000, $7,500. Celebrate each win. Mistake number 3, being too strict. If you go too hard, too fast, cutting every joy out of your life, you'll burn out. This isn't a sprint. It's a 12-month marathon. Budget for small rewards. You're building a sustainable habit, not punishing yourself. Saving money is as much about psychology as it is about math. When you make it enjoyable and measurable, you're far more likely to stick with it. Step 6. Build the right money mindset. Let's talk about the mental side of saving, because financial success starts in your head long before it shows up in your bank account. If you keep telling yourself, "I'll start saving when I make more money," you'll never start. The truth is, you have to build the habit before you build the wealth. Think of saving as buying freedom, not sacrificing fun. Every dollar saved today buys you future peace of mind, future opportunities, and future independence. Here's a mindset trick that helped me. Whenever I felt tempted to buy something, I'd ask, would I rather have this item or more freedom later? Most of the time, the answer was obvious. And let's be honest, no one ever regretted saving too much. Build a system that aligns with your goals and values. Because once you realize that money is just a tool, not the goal, you'll start making much smarter decisions. Step 7. Automate, track, and stay motivated. Systems beat willpower every time. That's why you should automate as much as possible. Automatic transfers to savings, automatic bill payments, automatic side income deposits. Then track your progress visually. Create a chart, use a tracker app, or even draw a progress bar on your wall. Seeing your savings grow is incredibly motivating. To keep the momentum going, celebrate milestones. Hit $2,000? Treat yourself to a nice dinner. Reach $5,000? Take a small weekend trip. Rewards keep your brain engaged and your habits strong. And most importantly, don't give up when you hit setbacks. Some months will be tight. Unexpected expenses happen. That's okay. Pause if needed. Adjust. Then keep moving forward. The power is in consistency, not perfection. Step 8. Turn your $10,000 into wealth. Here's where things get exciting. Saving $10K is just the beginning. Now it's time to make your money work for you. If you keep that $10K in a regular savings account earning 0.1% interest, inflation will eat it alive. But if you move it into a high-yield savings account earning 4% to 5%, you'll make around $500 a year in passive income, just for parking it smartly. From there, start learning about investing. Use part of it as an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Put another part into index funds or ETFs, like the S&P 500. Consider starting a retirement account, IRA or 401k. This is where financial freedom begins, when your money starts earning money, even while you sleep. You went from saving to building wealth. And that's the exact transformation this channel, Finance Compass, is all about. Step 9. Real-life case study. The power of consistency. Let me tell you a quick story. Sarah was a 25-year-old graphic designer making $42,000 a year. She thought saving $10,000 was impossible. She started by cutting her spending by $200 a month and earning $300 more through freelance work. That gave her $500 per month to save. After 3 months, she saw her progress, and it motivated her to push harder. She canceled unused subscriptions, meal prepped, and started automating her savings. Within 10 months, she hit her goal. The best part? The moment she reached $10,000, she didn't stop. She reinvested it into a Roth IRA and started learning about index funds. Today, 3 years later, that same $10K has grown into nearly $15,000, and she's on track to retire early. Her secret? Not luck, not a big paycheck, just a simple system and consistency. Recap and final thoughts. Let's recap the roadmap to saving $10,000 in 1 year. Know your numbers. Track every dollar so you know where to adjust. Break the goal down. $833 a month or $27 a day is all it takes. Automate your savings. Pay yourself first. Always. Cut costs strategically. Eliminate waste, not joy. Boost your income. Add even a small side hustle to accelerate results. Avoid common mistakes. Separate accounts, track progress, and be flexible. Build a wealth mindset. See saving as buying freedom, not limiting fun. Turn savings into investments. Let your money start working for you. Remember, saving $10K isn't about the number itself. It's about who you become in the process. It's proof that you can set a goal, build discipline, and take control of your financial future. Even if you don't hit exactly $10,000, imagine where you'll be in a year if you just start today. Your future self will thank you. If this video inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Finance Compass. We're here to help you make smarter money moves every single week. From saving and investing to building side hustles and creating passive income. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments.